Welcome to the Learning Shop at Crowley ISD Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Mike McFarland. Now, every day, our district has amazing leaders who serve our students in the classroom. And we're excited today to kick off a two-part series of meeting two teachers, two outliers, two dynamic, outstanding leaders. These are 2 out of 2,000 who are exceptional leaders and who have been elected as our Crowley ISD Teachers of the Year. Now, I hope that after hearing the inspirational stories, you'll continue to find ways to lead well. So today's guest is Mr. Sonny Coriano, a newcomer ESL teacher and our Crowley ISD's Secondary Teacher of the Year. Let's give it up for Mr. Coriano. All right, come on, y'all clap. Hit that like button. Give us a virtual shout out. Mr. Coriano has done an outstanding job in Crowley ISD. And Mr. Coriano, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Come on, give me some. All right, good to see you. I'd like to thank you, man, for just providing me the opportunity today in the Learning Shop podcast to talk to you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So are you wondering why you're in the Learning Shop?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So are you in the barbershop? So you're in the barbershop because my experience growing up in a small town, my dad was a barber. And so in the barbershop, I spent like all of my days. Like I get dropped off after school from like the 3rd grade or 2nd grade to high school in the barbershop. And I got a chance to sit in the barbershop and hear all these stories about this big world that was out there. I learned a lot of stuff. Some things I probably shouldn't have learned, but other things that I really enjoyed and was thankful for learning. And so when I began to reflect back after 30-something years in education on where I learned most of the things I know, it was in the barbershop. And so what we want to do is create a space to do that. So this is our Learning Shop. Today in Crowley ISD, this is the Learning Shop. And so you're a guest on our podcast, and I'm so thankful for you being here. And I am just so proud of you, man, for being one of the Teachers of the Year in Crowley ISD. 2,000 adults, 2,000 professionals, and you're one of the best, man. How does that feel?
Well, I still cannot believe it.
Yeah.
I watched the video and I still cry.
I bet, man.
It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. All the hard work. You know, I was doing the certification process.
Yeah.
Plus teaching.
Yeah.
Plus I'm doing my PhD at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're able to fulfill the needs of the students and to achieve big achievements.
Yeah.
Is amazing.
Yeah, man, it is, man. I mean, I just give you nothing but honor and respect, man, because that's teaching is hard in and of itself, but to be able to reach the level that you have in such a short period of time, 3 years, 36 months, yes. 3 years, and you're the best, man. That's awesome, man. Great future ahead. Great future.
You.
Well, thank you for being on the Learning Shop, man. And so we got a quick section at the very beginning of our Learning Shop. We call it the Fresh Leadership Advice. Okay. All right. And so the way we'll go is I'll start a statement and you'll complete it. And so what I want you to do is give advice to either your students or to your colleagues, to anyone who may be watching and want to know about leadership. Okay? Yeah. So here's the first question or the first statement. The best part about teaching middle school is
that it's different every day.
Different every day. All right. Middle school students are
unique.
Absolutely. Leading newcomers is
fulfilling experience.
Yeah, okay. So learning a second language is like
learning to walk.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right. I always expect my students to
believe in themselves.
All right. And the hardest part about teaching in English as second language classes is
adapt to every student language.
Wow. Awesome, man. Well, thank you, man, for that fresh leadership advice. Great statements. And man, I know this is going to be a great conversation. I'm looking forward to it. Man, you have an interesting experience, an interesting path. So tell me a little bit about your early life. And really, I want you to highlight leadership milestones in your early life from the time you were in school to the time you got to here on this Learning Shop podcast.
Well, I was born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
I graduated in 2007.
Okay.
From high school. I always follow a Spanish teacher that I had because when I got to high school, I did not know how to read or how to write properly. And I was the type of student like, I'm not going to do it because I don't know.
Yeah.
But that teacher, she sat with me every single day after school, and she changed my mindset.
Wow.
Like, yes, you can, and you will. You're going to do it, and we're going to do it together.
Wow.
And in a period of one academic year, I was able to read on my level,
Wow.
and I was able to write essays.
Wow.
And she was my leader, and I used her as an example to follow.
Wow. Okay. So let's stop right there for a second, man, because there's so much in just your experience there. What's her name?
Her name is Amelia Gonzalez.
Okay. All right.
She's still alive.
Really?
And she followed me on Facebook, and she know everything about my journey.
Give me her
My
name
teacher,
again.
Amelia Gonzalez.
Miss Gonzalez, I know you are watching. I know you are. Just know that you have made an impact. Like the student that you believed in when no one else did is now impacting thousands of students, and it definitely is one of the best in 2000. So thank you, Miss
Amelia Gonzalez.
Miss Amelia Gonzalez. You know what I want to do? I want us to get Miss Amelia Gonzalez here. You know, where's she right now?
She's in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico. Okay, all right. So we're going to have to get her here to Crowley ISD because I'd love to see her because, man, she obviously made a significant impact on you. How many years ago was that?
21.
21 years?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So that's awesome, man. It is crazy. You know, I was talking to Ms. Ruiz, and you all hear her in a second if you watch the second video, but I was talking to her, and we were talking about my pre-K teacher. It was 55 years ago. No, wait a minute. I'm 55 years old. So it was 50 years ago. I was in that pre-K class, and it's just amazing how teachers are in positions of leadership, and sometimes they don't recognize it. Thankfully, your teacher recognized it. Thankfully, you and Ms. Reeves both recognize it. I recognize it.
It takes one teacher to change your mindset and to change your path.
Wow.
Just
one?
one teacher.
Just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing, right? It is. And so now you are a teacher. How many students do you have?
Right now I have 30.
30 students.
Between 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your students. Characteristics in general.
Oh, I have every single personality.
Mm-hmm.
I have the quiet one.
Uh-huh.
I have the challenging one. I have that one that wants to do everything.
Right.
And they are my reason. They are my purpose.
Uh-huh.
The reason why I wake up in the morning and I go to school is because of them.
Wow.
So I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
So that space that I have in my heart, I fulfill it with every one of them.
Wow. So, you know, it's obvious that you're a leader because I just think about the conversation that I've had with other guests. It is amazing that when we start talking about leadership, every guest begins to talk about the impact that the leader had on other folks. Not one person has said this person was a leader because of all the things that they achieved. You're definitely right in alignment with that. So society wants us sometimes to believe that leadership is about a position or a title. What do you say to that?
It's not necessarily a position. You are a leader every single day since you wake up until you go back to bed.
Yeah.
Because you have to lead your family.
Yeah.
You have to lead your way to your job or church or school.
Yeah.
You have to lead young people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to lead. Sometimes you have to lead the leader.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the leaders do not know what they need to do to help you.
Yeah.
And you have to provide ideas or solutions
Yeah.
to any issues.
Yeah.
It's not about a position. It's about a mindset.
Man, there's that word again. Leadership is a mindset, right?
Yes.
And that mindset is a mind focused on others, right?
Yes.
I heard you say impact, and leadership is also about impact. Man, this is good. So what I also know though is that leadership is a journey.
It is.
Like it's not just one thing that happens, and you don't always win. Leadership is not always positive. It's not always success, right? Correct. There's always challenges that you have to face. So talk to me about challenges that you've had to overcome that shows you that convince you that you were a leader.
Oh, wow, that's a good question. When I was doing my bachelor's degree, I had a heart attack.
Oh, a heart attack.
A heart attack.
Okay.
And I had to stop my bachelor's because I was in the hospital for a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
But then sitting down in that chair in that hospital, I was like, this is not an option for me.
Yeah.
I need to continue. So from that bed, I continued my bachelor's degree, and a month after I finished.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I was like, I need I need to be a leader. I cannot sit down over here and just hold this bachelor's diploma and hang it on the wall and do not do anything with it. So I decided to complete my master's in education. And I remember when I started my internship, I fell in love with education that first day. And after that, I'm here sitting with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So what is it? What was that thing that caused you to fall in love with education?
That I can help others.
Man. I just want to dap you up on that one, man. That's a good one, man, because when we can understand the fact is that leadership is not about what I can achieve. It's not about what I have achieved. It's not about my title, how much money I made, or any of that other stuff. But it's about being able to impact others. Wow, that's awesome, man. And really, the things you said, man, the things that you have are sharing are all right in response to, right in alignment to what others have said as well. So, man, I just want to affirm you. And, you were selected as Teacher of the Year because you have been serving as a Teacher of the Year. You with me?
Yes.
So I hope you feel proud about that, man. I'm so proud and just thankful to have you in the district and to know not that you've always been successful, but that you've always overcome the challenges, right? And figured out a way to help. So thank you, man, for sharing that information. I know that we're running long on time, man. But is there anything else that you want to share, just in general, about leadership that you've learned that you'd like to leave with others?
Yes. I really want to thank some people.
Okay.
Because I'm here because they never give up on me, even on those days I wanted to give up. It's my assistants, Miss Angeles and Miss Rivas, Miss Anguiano, Miss Lewis, Mr. Vallejo, Dr. Robbins, Miss Andrews, Miss Melissa Lecante. She was my mentor during the first, second, and now this year. They show me what a true leader is. And I want to be like them.
Yeah,
I do. Just believe in yourself. Remember, when you go to school, when you open that door in that school, it's not about you anymore.
Yeah.
It's about the kids. And some days are gonna be hard, but the rest of the days are gonna be brighter. Do not give up and believe in yourself. And if any student is watching me right now, I believe in you. And remember that you can and you will. Do not tell yourself that you cannot do anything. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I got to pull myself together, man, because you spoke from the heart, and I appreciate that. Leadership in the learning shop, we get a chance to learn about what leadership really is, and you've given us a window. You've allowed us to look in a window into your experience, and so when I think about you and I think about leadership, you have definitely exemplified that throughout your time, and I've only known you for 3 years, and what I know is that you definitely one of the best, because it's coming from a place of passion, and you're not only one of the best, but you're also one of the most blessed, because you had a leader, several years ago, a teacher, several years ago, and all it takes is one. All it takes is one, but you had one, and so what I just want to do, man, is just affirm you and just thank you for sharing. And thank you for accepting the responsibility to lead others and to love others as you're doing it. And so I definitely appreciate you. And so as we wrap up in this learning shop, I just want you all out there to know, man, thank you all for taking the time to join us, where we attempt to every episode, we attempt to really highlight leadership from a different perspective, a leadership from places that oftentimes we don't look for leaders. But the reality is, in every classroom in America, there's a teacher who is in a position of leadership with the opportunity to leadership. And so what we hope is that if you're an educator, you're a teacher, you realize that just like Mr. Coriano's teacher, give me her name again.
Amelia Gonzalez.
Miss Gonzalez. I want to say her name because she was a leader that impacted one person who had within him the seed of leadership, and now he's impacting so many others. That's how leadership works. Leadership is about helping others. Leadership is about a mindset. It's about influence. It's about impact. It's about speaking positive. It's about all these things. And so embrace that. Thank you all again for taking the time to talk with me today. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in to today's episode. Now, I want to make sure you click on the second version because we have Ms. Ruiz, who has also an awesome story as well. She's our elementary teacher of the year. These are two dynamic leaders who are leading well in Crowley ISD and consequently in the world. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to hit that notification button so that you will be able to be notified whenever we post leadership podcast in the future. Until next time, I am your host, Dr. Mike McFarland, loving life, loving learning in the learning shop. Until next time, have a great one. Thank you. Appreciate you.